My name is Leora Kane, and I am a researcher of the paranormal. My work often brings me to places steeped in history and mystery, where the veil between the living and the dead is said to be thin. One such place is the small town of Ravenswood, Virginia, where the legend of the Brown Witch has persisted for centuries. The Browns, a once prominent family in the area, were rumored to have been cursed by a witch who sought vengeance for a perceived wrong. The curse was said to bring misfortune and supernatural events to the family's descendants, and their home, known as Brown Manor, was believed to be the epicenter of these occurrences. I arrived in Ravenswood on a chilly autumn afternoon, the air filled with the scent of fallen leaves and the distant sound of crows cawing. The townspeople were wary of outsiders, especially those who came asking about the Brown Witch. They spoke in hushed tones, their eyes filled with unease. Despite their reluctance to share details, I was determined to uncover the truth behind the legend and the strange events associated with the Brown family. The legend of the Brown Witch dates back to the early 1800s when the town was still a burgeoning settlement. According to local lore, the Brown family had come into conflict with a woman named Agatha, who was accused of witchcraft. The townspeople, led by the Browns, accused Agatha of casting spells to harm their crops and livestock. In a fit of rage, Agatha cursed the Browns before being driven out of town. She swore that the family would never know peace, and her curse would follow them and their descendants. As I delved deeper into the history, I found accounts of mysterious illnesses, tragic accidents, and unexplained phenomena that plagued the Brown family over the years. The most notable incident was the death of Eliza Brown, the youngest daughter of the family, who reportedly died under strange circumstances. It was said that her death was the result of the witch's curse, and her spirit was believed to haunt Brown Manor, seeking justice for her untimely demise. I made arrangements to stay at Brown Manor, now owned by the last surviving member of the Brown family, a reclusive woman named Matilda Brown. The manor was a grand, yet decaying estate, surrounded by overgrown gardens and shadowed by ancient oak trees. As I approached the house, I felt a chill run down my spine, as if the very air around the manor was charged with an unseen energy. Matilda welcomed me with a reserved demeanor, her eyes holding a haunted look. She spoke little of the curse, but she allowed me to explore the house and its grounds. The interior of the manor was a time capsule, filled with antique furniture, family portraits, and dusty relics of a bygone era. The atmosphere was heavy with a sense of foreboding, and I could almost hear the whispers of the past echoing through the halls. On my first night in the manor, I settled into one of the guest rooms, feeling both excited and apprehensive. As darkness fell, the house seemed to come alive with strange sounds, creaking floorboards, faint whispers, and the occasional cold draft. I tried to dismiss these as the natural noises of an old house, but as the night wore on, the activity intensified. At around midnight, I was startled awake by the sound of soft sobbing. It seemed to come from the hallway outside my room. I grabbed my flashlight and cautiously opened the door, but there was no one there. The sobbing continued, leading me towards the end of the hallway, where a portrait of Eliza Brown hung. Her eyes, painted with a melancholic expression, seemed to follow me as I approached. The sobbing abruptly stopped, replaced by a cold breeze that sent shivers down my spine. The following days were filled with strange occurrences. Doors would open and close on their own, objects would move inexplicably, and there were frequent cold spots in various rooms. Matilda, who had lived in the manor her entire life, seemed unfazed by these events, as if she had grown accustomed to the presence of the supernatural. I decided to conduct a thorough investigation, using both historical records and modern equipment. I set up cameras and audio recorders in different parts of the house, hoping to capture evidence of the paranormal. As I reviewed the footage, I noticed peculiar anomalies, shadows moving in ways that defied logic, faint voices speaking in whispers, and orbs of light floating through the air. One night, while reviewing audio recordings, I heard a faint voice repeating the name Eliza. It was followed by a chilling message, "Find the truth." It became clear to me that the spirit of Eliza Brown was trying to communicate, urging me to uncover something that had been hidden for years. Driven by a newfound sense of purpose, I began searching the manor for clues. In the attic, among old trunks and forgotten belongings, I found a hidden compartment containing a small leather-bound diary. It belonged to Eliza Brown, and its contents revealed a harrowing tale. Eliza had been a bright and kind-hearted girl, loved by her family and friends. However, she had fallen ill under mysterious circumstances. The diary entries detailed her worsening condition and her family's desperate attempts to save her. Eliza believed that she was not dying from natural causes, but rather from a curse placed on her by Agatha, the supposed witch. She wrote of seeing a dark figure at night, feeling an oppressive presence, and hearing whispers that spoke of vengeance. The most shocking revelation came in the final entry, written just days before her death. Eliza confessed that she had discovered the truth about Agatha. She was not a witch, but an innocent woman wronged by the town's hysteria and the Brown family's ambition. Eliza's father, desperate to protect the family's reputation, had orchestrated the accusations against Agatha, leading to her banishment and the curse. With the diary in hand, I confronted Matilda about the truth. At first, she was reluctant to discuss it, but eventually she broke down in tears. She admitted that the family had known the truth all along, but had kept it a secret out of shame and fear. The curse was not Agatha's doing, it was the guilt and unresolved injustice that had plagued the family for generations. I realized that the spirit of Eliza was not seeking vengeance but justice and closure. She wanted the truth to be known, to clear Agatha's name, and to end the cycle of suffering. I decided to hold a small ceremony at the manor, inviting the townspeople and sharing the contents of Eliza's diary. We acknowledged the wrongs committed by the Brown family and offered a sincere apology to Agatha's spirit. The ceremony brought a sense of peace to the manor. The strange occurrences ceased, and the oppressive atmosphere lifted. Matilda, relieved of the family's burden, decided to restore the manor and open it as a historical site, dedicated to educating people about the true history of Ravenswood and the lessons learned from the past. As for me, I left Ravenswood with a deeper understanding of the complexities of human emotion and the consequences of our actions. The legend of the Brown Witch was not a tale of dark magic, but a story of injustice, guilt, and the need for redemption. The manor, once a place of fear, had become a symbol of healing and reconciliation. Years later, I published a book about my experiences and the true story behind the Brown Witch legend. The Brown Manor became a popular tourist destination, drawing visitors interested in its history and the paranormal. The story of Eliza Brown and Agatha became a reminder of the dangers of prejudice and the importance of seeking the truth. The case of the Brown Witch taught me that true horror is not found in the supernatural, but in the actions and decisions of people. It is only through understanding and empathy that we can begin to heal the wounds of the past and prevent history from repeating itself. If you want to see more horror stories, please like the video, share your thoughts, and subscribe to our channel. Stay with us, thank you, and see you in the next videos.